Hey everybody, Extrasify here. Welcome back to another gold making video. I apologize for the lack of uploads consistently lately. Real life's just been kind of kicking my butt lately, so I do apologize, but I intend on sticking out and uploading more frequently in the next week or so and continuing forward that way. So thank you guys for the support and hanging with me. I appreciate you very much. With that being said, we are back with another episode of our 50 runs, the series where I farm a dungeon or raid 50 separate times. I keep all the rare and expensive loot, and then we go over all the gold value from 50 runs of a certain dungeon or raid. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about RAZORFEN KRAUL. RAZORFEN KRAUL is one of my favorite go-to dungeons when recommending newer transmog farmers as to best ways to fill up their auction house. You get an absolute ton of decent value items that have a pretty good sale rate, and just purely the amount of items that you get is actually super good. Pretty much the more auctions that you have on the auction house, the more chance you have for sales. As with the transmog market, you need a ton of items on the auction house to get some good sales. So with that being said, let's go into how to do the run itself, and then I'll go over all the loot from 50 runs of RAZORFEN KRAUL. So guys, when farming RAZORFEN KRAUL, the route itself is relatively simple, basically just blasting through the whole dungeon all the way until the final boss. Now, one thing I like about this dungeon is how quick the runs are. It takes me about 2.5 to 3 minutes to get through the entire dungeon. Then obviously once you reach the end, just teleport out and back in with the Dreamwalk ability if you're a druid. But yeah, very simple to run this dungeon. Now obviously we're here looking for transmog. The best green transmog sets to keep an eye out for, well, there are an absolute ton. I'll just name some of the more expensive sets. So we have things like the Slayer set, we have the Sentry set, we have the Dokebi set, we have the Raincaller set, we have the Pathfinder set, the Watcher set, the Wicked Chain. I mean, there's so many sets, and I'm sure there's even more that I'm not even mentioning. And a lot of these sets are very valuable and have a pretty good sale rate, as they're usually unique appearances, or maybe a couple other items share an appearance. But they're pretty sought after in my experience. So those are the main green transmog sets. Now the main blue drops that you're going to be looking for, a lot of them in this dungeon are very valuable, such as the Mantle of Thieves. You have the Pison's Old Great Sword, Avenger's Armor, the Black Knight, Holy Shroud, Wolf Claw Gloves. There's an absolute ton. And then on top of that, there's a 100% chance for a rare spawn to spawn near the last boss of the dungeon. Now this rare is the Enormous Bullfrog, and he has a chance to drop either a battle pet, which goes for like 50 to 100 gold. I honestly just vendor it, but if they don't drop the battle pet, then it has a 100% chance of dropping a BOE blue. Now there is quite a plethora of BOE blues that it can drop, but they on average go for a couple thousand gold. The more expensive ones would be like the Holy Shroud and the Black Knight. So that's pretty much the run, pretty simple and straightforward. With that being said, let's now go ahead and jump into the loot from everything I got that I decided to keep from 50 runs of RAZORFEN KRAUL. If you guys didn't know, TradeskillMaster recently just got a huge overhaul for their website and their new tier sets. As you can see on TradeskillMaster.com, their website, you have a whole plethora of information. You're able to track all your in-game purchases and sales along with vendoring. Tracks your whole TSM data. You're also able to have full access to all your groups straight onto the website itself. You don't even have to be in game to mess around with your groups and operations. As to the TSM tier sets, there is the TSM free account. Obviously, TradeskillMaster is keeping the free tier as well as giving it extra features and uses, but TradeskillMaster is also adding the gold tier as well as the platinum tier. Now these tiers give you extra quality of life, useful tips, and super easy ways to track various items on shopping list, get price notifications when items dip below a certain amount or go up a certain amount, and essentially just make gold making as easy as possible for you. Like I said, you don't even have to be in the game to get these alerts and to access your groups and operations. If you'd like to sign up for the gold or the platinum tier, use my link in the description or the pinned comment and save 15% on your first monthly order. Thank you very much to TradeskillMaster for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into the video. So guys, we are back, and now let's go ahead and take a look at my inventory from 50 runs of RAZORFEN KRAUL. Keep in mind, I keep everything with about 1,000 gold or more region value, so everything in my bags is not all green items that I got over the 50 runs, but rather just ones I deemed noteworthy to show you guys. So here we are. Here's everything I kept in 50 runs of RAZORFEN KRAUL. Now it's important to note, like I said, this is a lot more items than I generally keep in my 50 run videos. If you go ahead and check the playlist back, you know, I generally keep maybe a couple dozen items, not nearly this many. I probably have like 60 items here, to be honest. And you know, like I said, this dungeon is so good for stocking up your auction house for transmog sellers, newer or more experienced, to just fill out a few sets, maybe something like that. This honestly is becoming one of my favorite dungeons, as it's super quick and super reliable. So I'm obviously not going to go over all green items, but like I said, these are a lot of the green sets that I mentioned. You have the Slayer, Headhunter, you know, Thick Scale, Wicked Chain, sets like that. Everything here worth about 1,000 gold or more. So as you can see, just a plethora of these good sets. We did also get one pattern that I decided to keep, the Barbaric Gloves, going for like 1,100 gold at the moment. So, you know, it does cross the threshold, so I decided to keep it, but it's nothing too special in particular. And then as far as the blues, we got a total of 4 dungeon drop blues, being the Mantle of Thieves. We got 2 of these at just under 30,000 gold at the moment. Very nice finds there. And then we did get 2 of the Pison's Old Greatsword. Now I have no idea why the region value is so much different than the mid buyout. I'm really hoping to get more than, you know, 4,000 for these swords. As you can see, I mean, over 100k value, and it's currently less than 4k on my roam, so I'm not sure what's up with that. I think it may be because TSM has not updated on my add-on as of yet. But either way, pretty good finds. I'm sure it's worth a bit more on your realm. Aside from that, the rest of the blues here I decided to keep. Nothing too crazy. We did get this one from a chest, so make sure you're looting your chest. The Dream Singer Legards for about 2,500 gold. Besides that, pretty much all of these blues are from the enormous bullfrog at the very end of the dungeon, so make sure never to pass up on killing that bullfrog. I mean, this combatant claymore, worth 6,500 gold, and it's a unique appearance, so it will sell very fast. So now that we've gone over the loot itself, let me go ahead and hover over the Bag Appraiser add-on, and I'll have a value for you guys for everything in my inventory. So according to our Bag Appraiser add-on, we have a total gold value of 219,626 gold. Now that is taking into account the Pison's Old Greatsword, 2 of them for a total gold value of 11,500, which I honestly believe it's super low. I think the region value on that sword is a bit inflated, but I definitely don't think it's worth only 5k. I would expect a regular value price for this is probably between 15 to 20k. So aside from that, we have 2 Mantle of Thieves totaling 58,000 gold. We have the Pathfinder Pants for 14,000, 2 Slayer Shields for 12,500, and then the Resilient Cord for just under 10,000 gold. So as you can see, a ton of variety in these items, a ton of value in these items, and a ton of items in general. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, let me know what you thought in the comment section below, and let me know if you have any other suggestions for another episode of the 50 Run series. Again, check out TradeskillMaster.com and save 15% with my link in the description if you guys are interested in signing up for their tiers. Thank you again to TradeskillMaster for sponsoring today's video. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Good luck with your auction house sales, and I'll see you all in the next gold making video.